Good morning, everyone. This is my thought for the day, my guidepost. It's based on a poem that I wrote a couple of days ago called Tears Falling. Hope it brings some inspiration to you. Time to look at clouds again. Soon you and I will feel the rain. Though they the earth sustain, there comes a time when the sky can't hold the weight of the moisture it enfolds. Then new life will appear in fields and parks and country lanes. Emotions occasionally bring us down, then our smiles are turned to frowns. Sadness stalks, sadness hounds, then tears start falling when the heart, contemplating all our sighs, with the weight of our pain we cry, sometimes in silence, sometimes in sound. If pain comes your way, if that's your part, having a cloudburst, it could be the start of releasing the weight deep in your heart. When you'll be lighter, when tears have dried, soon you'll feel much better inside. Your tears falling may brighten your day. Braver, you'll face life whilst on your way. Emotions released, see the sun's bright rays. It was a meme, that's where it came from. And the meme was saying that in the same way that the weight of a cloud gets too heavy and the rain has to fall, the human heart can get filled with pain, and then the tears start to fall. And of course, tears are thought of as cleansing. But in this context, if your heart's burdened, if you're feeling sad, it's a heavy heart. They say that, don't they? It's a heavy heart. And the way to unheavy your heart is to cry, in the same way that the clouds unheavy themselves by raining. So, are you good at crying? And I'm not. My grandfather died in 1987, and I suppose up to that point, he was the hero of my life. Because when I was growing up, mum and dad were constantly working. My dad had 3 jobs, my mum had 2 jobs. Grandma and granddad used to look after me. And grandma and granddad, I called them mum and dad. We were on holiday in Worthing, me and grandma and granddad, and I said mum and dad to them, and they said, we're not your mum and dad, we're your grandma and granddad. I said, I know, but you're my mum and dad when my mum and dad's not here. I must have been about 3 or 4, and they reminded me of that often. So when my grandfather died, he was 83, 84. It broke my heart. It really did. And went to the funeral. I borrowed a vehicle to get me home. And really, I shouldn't have been driving because I was crying so much, couldn't see the road. And got back to Sheffield from Bradford, my hometown, and went into the petrol station. And I thought, I need to fill up this vehicle because it's not fair. You know, they've lent me their, it was a pickup. They've lent me this pickup, and I need to take it back filled with petrol. And the person behind the till said that they had a special offer on for oil, and I bought it. I didn't own a vehicle. I was in a very bad way that day. And since that time, although I might be watching some emotional drama on the TV, and then a tear starts to run down, a single tear starts to run down my cheek, I've never cried like that again. I often wonder whether I actually used up all my tears that day. So crying is, and it's not just tears, is it? crying is actually when you speak out of your heart and you unburden yourself and you lift the weight that is there, that you're carrying with you. That's another way of getting to a place where you are much more light-hearted. Yeah. So just a very interesting concept, the idea of the clouds, and it just reminded me of the Judy Collins song Both Sides Now, and she has a verse about clouds. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's cloud delusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all, and I put time to look at clouds again. That's how I started my poem. Because I was alluding to that Both Sides Now song where it talks about clouds. So time to look at clouds again. Soon you and I will feel the rain. It's just part of life, isn't it? Sunshine and showers. And it's a beautiful day today. I'm looking out the window, the sun's shining through, but I'm in the UK. It won't be long before there's some rain. If you don't like the weather here in the UK, just hang around 10 minutes. It's soon change, very changeable. But yeah, when you're looking at, if you can see clouds, it's not going to be long before there's rain. If you're feeling the pain, the tears may come, the pain might cry out of you. You might have to unburden yourself. So though they the earth sustain, now there's a good thing about tears. I mean, rain. There's a good thing about rain, that it replenishes the ground, and tears replenish the soul. There comes a time when the sky can't hold the weight of the moisture it enfolds, and then new life appears in fields and parks and country lanes. I thought it was very poetic when I wrote that line. Emotions occasionally bring us down, then our smiles are turned to frowns. So it's okay, you know, you can express your emotions in the negative and the positive. It's valid as a human being to do so. Sadness stalks, sadness hounds, when then tears start falling, when the heart contemplating all our sighs, with the weight of our pain we cry, sometimes in silence. You know, when you're crying out, you don't often express it in words or tears. It's just a welling up, and sometimes in sound. Went to see Eli yesterday. Little baby Eli, he's 6 weeks old on Monday, and he wanted feeding, and he was crying. You know, I don't know. There's not tears. It's just a cry. Saying, feed me, feed me. So yeah, we cry out in sound when we're in pain. If pain comes your way, if that's your part, having a cloudburst could be the start of releasing the weight deep in your heart. Then you'll be lighter when tears have dried. Soon you'll feel much better inside. Your tears falling may brighten your day. It's just a weird thing that by allowing yourself to be down, that's how you can bounce back up. If you just, no, I'm all right, I'm okay, me, and don't allow your emotions to take hold of you, there's no bounce. You know, you're just in this sort of never-ending, but if you allow yourself time to be emotional and to express your pain, and whether it be in tears or words, you unburden yourself, and your tears falling might brighten your day. Braver you'll face life whilst on your way. Emotions released, see the sun's bright rays. When the clouds have emptied, there's some clouds behind me on this picture, They're not the heavy rain-filled ones, but they are building up. You know, the moisture is going into those clouds behind me. Eventually, they will fall as rain. That's just how these things go. When they get too heavy, you need to release. If you're a cloud, you need to release some of the heavy moisture in there to to the ground. And if you express your feelings of pain, of sadness, then you can see the sun's bright rays. So I hope that's been helpful. I'm going to read my poem again and close the broadcast. It's Tears Falling. Time to look at clouds again. Soon you and I will feel the rain. Though they the earth sustain, there comes a time when the sky can't hold the weight of the moisture it enfolds. Then new life will appear in fields and parks and country lanes, emotions occasionally bringing us down. Then our smiles are turned to frowns, sadness stalks, sadness hounds, then tears start falling when the heart, contemplating all our sighs with the weight of our pain we cry, sometimes in silence, sometimes in sound. If pain comes your way, if that's your part, having a cloudburst, it could be the start of releasing the weight deep in your heart. Then you'll be lighter when tears have dried. Soon you'll feel much better inside. Your tears falling may brighten your day. Braver you'll face life whilst on your way. Emotions released, see the sun's bright rays. Namaste.